In this video, we are going to learn how to create a collapsible frequently asked questions section in Figma, whereby anytime you click on it, it's going to drop down, and when you click on it again, it's going to hide it. When you click on it, it's going to drop down. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. And when you click on it, it's going to reveal it. So if you want to learn how you can create this collapsible frequently asked questions accordion in Figma, then let us begin. To get started, I have all these right up and this icon that we are going to be using for the sake of this video. Now we are going to create a color style that we are going to be using in this video. So to do that, you will come to this section, then you are going to see local styles. Click on create style, then you are going to select color. I'm going to name it as primary color. Then I'll come to this section whereby I'm going to select the color that I wanted to use. This is the color that I wanted to use. Feel free to copy the color code. After that, I'll click on create style. As you can see, it has been applied here. After that, I'll click on plus again to create another color style. I'm going to name it as gray. Then I'll come to this section. Then I'll change the color code to this gray color. I'll click on create style. Then I'll click on plus again in order to create another style. This one I'm going to call it white. Then I'll come to this section. Then I'll drag it to this section. Feel free to copy all this color code that I'm using. Then click on create style. Let's start the design process. Firstly, I'm going to start with this icon. So this icon, I'm going to bring it to this section. Then I'll right click. I'll click on add auto layout. Then after that, I'll come to this section. So I'm going to apply this primary color as the fill color. I'm going to select the icon. Then I'm going to use this fill color, select it, and select this white fill color. As you can see, I'm going to select the auto layout frame. So I'll come to this dimension. Then I'm going to change the width to 45, as well as the height is also going to be 45, as you can see. Then I'll come to this alignment section. Then I'm going to align this icon to the center. As you can see, it's not in the center. Then I'll click on this section to align it to the center, as you can see. After that, so I'm going to divide this 45 by 2 in order to give it a rounded corner radius. So come to this section, and you are going to type in 45 divided by 2 so that it can give you this rounded corner radius, as you can see. I'll place it like this so that it can be in alignment with this particular text at the bottom. So firstly, I'm going to select this heading. Then I'm going to select this auto layout frame. Then I'm going to right click and click on add auto layout. As you can see, this has been converted to an auto layout. So after that, I'm going to come to this alignment section. Then I'm going to align it to the center so that everything can be in the center, as you can see. So after that, I'm going to select this one as well. I'm going to add an auto layout to it. You have to right click and click on add auto layout. As you can see, the auto layout has been applied here as well. So but there is something I need to do. So I'm going to select the auto layout frame. So I'm going to set both the horizontal padding and the vertical padding to 0. I'm going to make sure I align it perfectly. So this is it. Then I'm going to select this text. Then I'll come to this section under the width. So I'm going to click on this width section. Then I'm going to change it to fill container, as you can see. Then I'm going to select this heading section as well. I'm going to change the width to fill container so that it can be responsive. I'm going to select this top frame. Then I'm going to select this second frame as well. So I'm going to right click and click on add auto layout. Then we are going to change the color. Come to this section under fill. We are going to see this icon. Click on apply styles and variable. Then we are going to change the fill color to white. So I'm going to come to this section under the corner radius. I'm going to give it a 15 pixel corner radius so that it can have a rounded corner radius. After that, I'll come to this section under the padding. So I'm going to give it a 15 pixel horizontal padding as well as 15 pixel vertical padding. Currently, as you can see, this text has moved to the bottom section, which we don't want it to be like that. To fix it, we are going to come to this section and we are going to reduce the gap between elements. We are going to reduce it to 20. Then you press enter. As you can see, it has been fixed. I'll select this text. I'll come to this section. Instead of medium, I will change it to regular, as you can see. Then I'm going to come to this section whereby I'm going to change the fill. Click on apply styles and variable. Then I'm going to select this gray color. As you can see, it has been applied. I'm going to select this frame. So I'm going to duplicate the frame so that I can have it in two places, as you can see here. So after that, I'm going to select this body text at the top. I'm going to delete it. Then I'm going to delete the text frame as well, as you can see. Then I'll come to this section under this icon. So I'm going to rotate the icon and come to this section. Click on flip vertical, as you can see. So after that, I'm going to have this frame selected, that is the two of them like this. So I'll come to this section, then click on this drop down. I'm going to click on create component set so that I can turn it into a reusable component. So I can name this component as facts. So I'm going to select this component, then I'll come to prototype. Now I'm going to prototype it, whereby when I click on this icon, this is going to drop down, whereby it's going to show the answer, and when I click on it again, it's going to hide this answer. Only the question is going to be shown. You can select the icon, whereby I'm going to drag it to this section to prototype it. So you are going to see this pop-up that appear. So then instead of instant, you change it to smart animate. So under the smart animate, instead of 300 milliseconds, you are going to change it to 200 milliseconds, which means 2 seconds, so that it can appear faster and smoothly. So then under ease out, you are going to set it to linear. So I like it to be linear. Then you click outside the box. Then I'm going to select this second icon again. Then I'm going to prototype it, whereby when it is clicked, it's going to go back to this section. So I'm going to leave the setting as the first one. It's going to remain at smart animate, linear, and 200 milliseconds. Then I'm going to zoom out so that I can draw a frame. So what you need to do is to bring these components to this section like this. Then I'm going to come back to design under the design tab. So I'm going to change the color of this particular frame to this purple color. So as you can see, I'm going to pick my type 2. So I'm going to type in facts, that is frequently asked questions. Then I'm going to increase the font size as well. I will align it to the center. So in order to use the components, you are going to come to assets. You click to open the component, then you can drag it to your frame like this. Then I'm going to rearrange it to make sure everything is fitting in the center. So I'm going to have multiple copy. So I'm going to duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D on the keyboard. Then I'm going to drag it to the bottom. I'm going to duplicate it more times by pressing Ctrl D on my keyboard. So I'll select the 5 copies. I'll right click, then click on add auto layout. I'm going to set the gap in between elements into 10 so that the spacing will not be too much. So now to see how it looks like in real life, so I'm going to select this frame, that is this particular frame. So I can rename this frame as prototype. Now before we display it, as you can see, the text color is black, so we have to change it to this blue color. We are going back to our component sets. I'm going to zoom in this section. I'm going to select this one. Then I'll come to this section under the fill, click on this icon, then I'm going to change the color to this blue color. Likewise, I'm going to change the color of this second one as well. So click on this icon, then you are going to change it to this blue color. Anything you do here will be reflected on this frame. So now I'm going to zoom out again. Let's preview it to see it in action. Make sure the frame is selected, then you come to this section under the present, click on the present icon. As you can see, this is it in action. So let's see how it works. So when you click on this icon, you are going to see it's going to drop down. When you click on it again, it's going to hide it. So anyone that you click is going to drop down. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. You can see this smooth animation. When you click on it, it's going to hide it. As you can see this cool smart animation. So this is how you can create a frequently asked questions accordion in Figma. If you want me to create a video on any topic related to UI UX design in Figma, let me know in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful to you, please you can help someone today by sharing this video with someone who might need it. Also, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the post notification bell so that each time I upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be updated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.